best chance. But still, for FPX, the pressure's on their shoulders to knock this team out. NiP have been inconsistent. And the reality is FPX should be the better team on the day.
Wow, already CREA. He did not get put in a good spot. That was an instant dink down to very low health. FPX coming up with his fast push in. Site secured. No problem at all for them here. And this is a worrying sign for NiP. A retake is going to be very hard. Hip's going to try and swing round, and he swings into Meddo. Oh, it's both of them going down. That's Hip and luckeRRR, the two stars of this team, already eliminated. And full control for FPX here, Mitch. This is not what you want to see if you're a NiP fan.
Not at all. NiP having to go in for the retake in a 3v5. The heals are going to be possible soon as well. And that's a massive problem, as Angel's able to grab himself another. Meddo should be healed soon, and things are just falling apart. Meddo didn't even need the heals, just went out for a third.
Just cannot.
No, it really can't. You got to see them get on the board. And we said, like, NiP and pistol rounds, it's so important to them winning a map. Oh, that's a nice little opening by Rhyme. Straight through the window, connecting the headshot. I think a right click on the Shadow must have been by how quick he died.
There's a lot of people in this window, though, which is problematic. They're just going to force out the number game. Oh, Shao! What was that? With the ghost. 1, 2, 3. There's no heads on the NiP players anymore. That's the way you fight your way back into it. CREA trying to make it work, but Angel's taking him down. And Fun plus Phoenix, they might not be out of their spawn yet, but they're still potentially going to take this unless Fearoth can do something incredible.
The early damage was great by NiP, but boy, did that fall apart. Fearoth, good to take Angel down. He is very low on HP. But the possibilities are there. Shock Dart coming over a little bit too late, so it's not quite going to hit onto anyone. And at this point, with a Spectre, when you won't have one in the next round, the possibility to save, I think, is probably what I would like to see. Like, Zyppan is low, but in terms of HP, they're pretty much neck and neck. And there's obviously an extra player there to trade.
I'm scared, though, for NiP, because Shao, we saw him start slow against G2, then he came into it, and that just then, woohoo!
It was gorgeous stuff. Yeah, if Shao gets off to that early start and really builds up his confidence, I don't really know where you come from. Oh, that's unfortunate. The recon going out. Zyppan wasn't able to land the shots, but that's when Shao comes up from behind to play around.
Okay, the boom bot will at least just go out, and luckeRRR's spot will not be known. They may have heard him updraft to that position, but for now, he's got the element of surprise in his hand. No operator on luckeRRR, though, and we see him do work through the mid doors so many times here. And it could be just a straight push on the B. NiP already just going to go maybe potentially for the retake. Shadow Orbs are down, delay in the vision. They hear the spike to be planted. It's going to be a 5v5 retake, and luckeRRR just wants to avoid being pushed here. They just tuck themselves away, though. He's not going to have to check all of the corners and angles. We talk about corner checking, and it's so vital, but luckeRRR here, he's in a real tough spot. Tries to spam through, no one's close. Oh, he's even getting tagged, down to 55 health. This is just so unfortunate.
That's a very good start straight away for FPX. They look to do even more damage, and Shadow lit to 26 health. He gets the stun off, but that's definitely not a worthwhile trade. Rhyme's even thinking about more. One more shot through that smoke. Oh, they're missing just about. But the Shadow charged forward. He got, I mean, woo! That was a very peculiar situation. The defenders managed to get the defuse in, leave one player down towards the bottom and middle so that they can maintain that control and stop anybody from flanking you out. Seems like a really reckless play from FPX, perhaps a little bit of disrespect, who knows. But as we come into this round, it's going to be that full buy, right? They can get everything that they want because of the 2-0 start and saving over the weapons coming into round 2.
Oh, luckeRRR just got spotted there as he threw his smoke down. Luckily, he has jumped off the spot, though. His teammate, oh, he still gets tagged. He's unfortunate with this again and again. We found a new unlucky luckeRRR spot.
The heals are going to go through at least, so it's only the armor that's lost. The situation as is for FPX, they're getting absolutely wrecked by map control. Look at this. NiP are going on the flank. They've already got a player in through a window. If they can just slow them down on this A-take, it might just work out for NiP. Hip's a little late throwing out that flash. They're already up. Paranoia goes through, but Hip still good for one. All he has to do is survive. That flank is coming underway, but it might be a little bit too late. Only just now making their way through long, and it's into a 2v3. They're not watching for it, though.
luckeRRR.
That's one free kill. Oh, luckeRRR, no!
Oh my, that is the worst timing for luckeRRR ever. 27 health left. He nearly got the kill. It wasn't going to work out. Now CREA all alone. He's in an okay spot. He can try and fight this, but they've got him pinned. Look at the crossfire from... He's like in a triangle attack. Wherever he goes now, yep, they're just ready for him.
Passive play there was definitely, like, even regardless of the fact that there was nobody in play, that there were 4 players holding it, I don't understand why he felt the need to continue to aggress.
The aggression's coming out this time from NiP though, Mitch. CREA finds himself 2. This could actually be a round where NiP grab it back. They're aware that, okay, FPX are aggressive, but they take a lot of the mid control. Now they might be able to take advantage of this, and CREA is continuing to push down here. If it gets left unchecked, he's looking to see if there's any traps down, but for now, he's getting quite far, and he might be able to stab another one in the back. Potentially just heard Shao there, as the remaining 3 players here for FPX are all still in a similar location, out in the courtyard. And they're just trying to find a way in, trying to find their way around it. So much has happened, and we're only at 50 seconds.
And there's a lot of ultimates in play for NiP. This is where a big change could happen.
Unlucky rhyme. Exactly what FPX want though. Fearoth. You can hear what's going on, tries to tap away onto it. Shock dart going out. Isn't able to get the kill though. This is the problem, you're just so low on your weapons, right, in comparison.
Ooh, that's a
Big ult.
yeah.
That's
big waste of an ult.
I'm not against him using the ult there. Like, I can see they're very pressured. They know that there might be some guns in their hands now. But that's a big scare factor of what NiP has to offer in this, isn't there? And CREA, again, has been on the ultimate flank. They might not just check this. He gets rid of the trap. No, that information's been passed over. Orbs go out. CREA, he's hoping, but it's not going to work. Smacked down.
From this point, if they do not flawlessly win this half, they have made a next to impossible uphill battle. Because FPX on the defensive side, they're not going to struggle nearly enough for that to be considered viable.
I think the scary thing about Fun Plus Phoenix is when they lose a map, they seem to come back. Angels had to talk to them, and it's like, game on, boys. We're playing it in hard mode now, and I'm ready.
Saw it versus G2. We saw it versus Liquid, actually. That was the one, right, where they went 13-4 down.
And we just thought, oh, this is going to be quick. And instead, they came back to slap them around.
Same versus Vodafone Giants. 13-7 lost, 13-0.
Oh, the ult's coming in. Oh. luckeRRR doesn't move.
Yeah, he just takes his teammates.
He's going to tank it.
So luckily he won't lose as much health, but he's still down to 7-4. It's not ideal.
There you go. There's the Shao power in play. So far, not really too much for him to worry about, but CREA, he's been instrumental in the chances that have been there for NiP. Is it going to be enough? The spam and the spray comes through. Fearoth trying to make sure it works. He's got the Ares in his hand, and he's only got one more to find. Shao spent an ult in this, and ooh, that's a miss and a half. He's looking for the flank to be coming in towards him. They start to push him. He does go down either way, and finally, as it goes on.
Big fight going down over the woods. Hey, that shot by luckeRRR! A headshot to Shadow so quick! And all of a sudden, NiP are miles ahead. Rhyme overextends a little and ends up falling.
That's what they needed, though. Something like that from luckeRRR. Hit being pushed out here is key as well.
I'm trying to figure out, did Shao... I think Shao hit that from a wall on long.
Oh, Angel! Oh, Hip's not going to be happy with that. CREA trying to teleport himself into a spot that he'll be able to hold on to this B site at least while his teammates can come to help him out, but he jumps straight back down as he hears the footsteps. They're going towards C. The paranoia goes out. CREA, he pushes up in, but it's a slow, which is going to delay him further. The spike gets planted. Fearoth, though, might not be seen here at all. Shao goes to have a look at it, but he's got to be oh so careful. They're tempting fate. Fearoth, he's got to time this to perfection. Is it even going to be possible? He goes in. It took him a while, but he did manage to get Zyppan. This is still doable for NiP. They've got the numbers advantage at least, but Shao quickly turns that around. Angel's there as well, and now it's a 1v1. Omen versus Omen. CREA has been on point, and he continues for NiP to make it work. He is coming up huge in this game.
CREA is basically the lifeline that they needed. We said NiP need to be flawless throughout the rest of this half, and at least round needs to go their way. 4 is a... It's not even... I don't even want to call it a minimum because it sounds like it'll be all right.
Yeah. You're going up against FPX on their defensive side.
5 is definitely the minimum that you want to be walking away with. And even then, I would look towards a much more positive scoreline for the defense. Although, when I look at NiP's stats, they're one of the few teams that actually don't perform well on the defensive side of Haven.
Oh no, look what's happening to him. Oh, he still takes damage. Fearoth's gone down as well, but they might not expect Hip here. He has to walk away with some serious damage. They go to check it. Meddo is well on top of it all. Angel's fallen. luckeRRR's continuing to get aggressive here. Can he find some more? He wants to push on it. He wants to bring the numbers into their favor, but it might not be good enough. Ryan pushed away as well. B site secured for FPX. FPX are good at just taking map control. Wherever NiP go to, they just run away and go the other direction. Oh, a big miss from luckeRRR.
That was the potential, Banks. That could have pulled him right back on into this one.
He's got his ult though. There's potential for that.
Look at his HP.
Oh no, it's less than ideal, and there's no Sage to give him the heal. The Cypher cage goes down, and they're going to struggle with this. They don't want to push through it like this blindly. They have no information. Oh, he takes a shot in the dark, and it connects. But that's all he's going to be able to do. Very quick cleanup. I want to see how NiP might try and use CREA's ultimate, though. He's been the real troublesome person for FPX to deal with. luckeRRR's learned his lesson from getting aggressive in carriage by now. Even though FPX is going to continue to tap it up, it doesn't change much.
With a minute left on the clock, Banks. NiP in a spot where they've got that nice aggressive stance over towards A long, and Cypher not committing over towards B that heavily. I was quite surprised, honestly, but he might be thankful for that. The hit goes around the corner at just the wrong moment. That timing, so terrible.
Hip is just not feeling Haven. I remember it was Haven before, right, Mitch, where he had the game which he hated. He tweeted out about it. He wasn't happy, wasn't feeling comfortable. But CREA and luckeRRR, they're just doing everything in their power to bring NiP back into these games. 4 is at least respectable. 3 is just really not giving them enough hope here.
Get out of my way.
Ult's coming up. What can luckeRRR get done with it? CREA throws down the orbs. Paranoia thrown up as well. He's going to teleport himself in. Oh, that's beautiful. Zyppan down. Meddo as well. Only one left, but it is Shao. They're playing off the edge there. They're trying to spam him through. They knew where he was. CREA gets the kill. NiP get the round. It's 8-4, and that is exactly what they needed.
You've got to come in and dominate this buy round. If this one goes, it's more or less over for them. And already, you really have to imagine that the morale is going to be incredibly low for this team.
Yeah, that's the problem. How do you dig yourself out of a rut like this? It's all about coming together as a team, fighting for survival, fighting for your lives. At least the opening picks here are going their way. Zyppan puts up a bit of a defense, but it's not enough for now. Meddo cowering away in the shadows for now. No, his camera might give him some info that no one's near, at least for the moment. Checks a quick poke onto C long. He's trying to cover off as many angles as possible. One of the NiP players, though, has snuck into the window. It's Rhyme. He's got a Vandal in his hand. It's all about just making FPX feel uncomfortable, right? They're not showing too much for now. And NiP here, they have the advantage, but they know what can happen if they overextend in the wrong way. They need to play this smart, but they don't feel 100% confident, despite 8 being... Oh no, Shao. Oh, he gets it done onto CREA. He could upgrade and he doesn't. That's interesting, Shao. I believe that was a rifle in front of you, mate.
Found them.
Oh my, Fearoth. He's getting away with it as well. Shao puts up the wall. They're in, but Shao's doing more damage with the judge. This guy is a madman. Angel onto luckeRRR as well. This looked like it was NiP's round and it fell apart. They took... Oh my. I wondered why Shao just didn't pick up a rifle that was in front of him and then just goes and puts more work in with the judge, you know? Doesn't need a rifle, clearly.
Exactly. Just keep on judging him to bits. Yeah, we saw it on Split when he was on short. Just tearing them, what was it, a 4K? One after another, they peaked him. And he was on medium range as well. That's almost why I was worried about him at that point. But over here, they came up nice and close. Gave him a hug. 1 minute 10. And NiP very focused in towards short. They're looking for a fight. And Angel, he might just deliver in a second. He knows there could be a player coming around from left, but wasn't sure about right. Doesn't seem to be sure. They go for a nice passive hold. Not looking to overcommit after that opening duel.
I think the thing that's really hurting NiP now is they're second-guessing themselves. The confidence been knocked out of them. Zyppan's in such a good spot here again as well. Oh, the boom bot side. Oh, no. Boom. Look at that. Oh, no. It's so unfortunate. Oh, Zyppan! What is going on? Zyppan, you should be dead. Finally, Fearoth takes him out. But instantly, Meddo's on the refrag. That time, it's not possible. It's quite a distance between Ukraine and Russia. But
yeah, I think so.
Angel would at least pump him up, you know?
He does play the Omen. Maybe he had a teleport.
He teleports in. Hey, buddy, I got you.
And just cancels it, like just drops the can, cancels it. He's like, oh, I'm ready to play, ready up.
There's a sponsorship advert waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
There we go. We're marketing geniuses here.
Omen
Oh,
delivers.
luckeRRR, no. Oh, it's just every chance they get, they're trying their best, but it's just not working out. This is the Fun plus Phoenix show, and they've come to say the game we played against G2 was not us.
NiP over into defender spawn as well. Angel's being left unchecked. They're coming around and looking. And no, they're not. Zyppan looked the other way. That's devastating. In with another one here for Hip Fearoth. One after another, they're falling. This is a big mistake by FPX.
Overconfidence for that final round, but I'm not fully sure that they're going to be out of the woods just yet. Oh no, it's all up to Hip. The pressure is on his shoulders. The spike may be down. He's on a good flank, though. It might be left unchecked. 2 versus 1 starts off. Great work against Shadow. They're going to go and poke up the information. He goes for the invulnerability. He looks to try. Oh, he's just holding the defuse. He hears the footsteps. Oh, and he gets it done. It's 13-4. And Fun plus Phoenix, off the back of Meddo's clutch, take it. And they continue on forward. NiP are eliminated from the tournament in the lower bracket. They had a tough group stage. They